On Thanksgiving, it may not only be turkey on the table, but maybe your husband's head. This is Holiday Slayings, my new series where I talk about gruesome murders that happen on holidays of all days. Make sure to follow if you want to continue watching this true crime series and more. In Thanksgiving of 1991, the gorgeous Egyptian model Omaima Nelson murdered her husband Bill Nelson, which ended in a little bit of a snip snip and a chop chop chop. First, we have to talk about Omaima Nelson and how she got to the U.S. So she was born in Egypt, grew up in Cairo in 1968, and emigrated to the U.S. in 1986. So growing up, Omaima was actually subject to some abuse. And to keep this TikTok appropriate, I won't be going into much detail. Long story short, Omaima Nelson ended up meeting Bill Nelson. They got married, and she claims that throughout their marriage, he was sexually abusive towards her and also picked her out and sold her to other men. This stirred up a lot in Omaima, and on Thanksgiving 1991, she finally had enough. After an alleged sexual assault brought up Omaima by her husband Bill on Thanksgiving, she also claims that he tried to strangle her. Now, at this point, she had enough, hit him with a lamp and knocked him out, and then repeatedly stabbed him with a pair of scissors. Now, if you think about it, hey, doesn't sound out of the ordinary to me. This is self-defense, right? This is where this turns a little bit more crazy. She then goes on to completely dismember her husband, castrate him, and then cook his hands, feet, and head in deep frying oil. At the time, there were no air fryers back then, so the only thing that she had was a deep fryer. She mixed in some of the remains with the leftover Thanksgiving turkey. Then what she couldn't mix in with the turkey, she put down the garbage disposal. She packed the rest into trash bags, loaded them into her car, and then went to a friend's house and offered them $75,000 to help her dispose of the body. Omaima was later caught that night, and they searched through the bags in her car in front of her. They couldn't find the cause of death because the body was so dismembered. When they went back to her house, they searched the house, they found more trash bags, and then they opened the fridge and found his head. Not your average Thanksgiving dinner, huh? Authorities claim that they were missing about 130 pounds of Bill Nelson, and she claims that he was all there. Omaima Nelson was charged for second-degree murder and is still incarcerated to this day. She's eligible for parole in 2026. Now, is this self-defense or a psychotic killer pushed to the breaking point? You tell me. I'm just making the videos here. If you're interested in more twisted holiday slayings, make sure to follow to continue watching this series. See you on the next one.